In the wake of the loss of Chadwick Boseman, many people are going back to the Black Panther movie and watching it to both honor the loss of the true Black Panther, but also just to revel in such a great movie. Now, the film was iconic and set a major tone for what movies starring black superheroes should be like. But the cast and crew knew what to truly make the film special is that they had to go beyond what you would expect and litter the film with all sorts of references and items that people would want to go back and look for. So allow us to show you 10 Easter eggs you probably missed in Black Panther. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10. Killmonger's Mask. Easily one of the best parts of Black Panther was Michael B. Jordan's portrayal of Eric Killmonger. He not only served as a powerful counter to Boseman's T'Challa, but also was a very relevant and politically important villain to have in a movie like this. Now, in terms of body type, Jordan's Killmonger was a little more low-key than his comic book counterpart, who usually is a towering man, which is perfect for a comic book setting. Which brings us to our first Easter egg. In the scene where we meet Killmonger, he's observing some things in a gallery, and after working with Claw, he takes a mask because I'm just feeling it. The mask is actually a clever throwback to not one, but two different comic designs. The first, and perhaps most obvious, is the design of the demon Mephisto in Christopher Priest's well-known run on the Black Panther comic. True to the movie's story though, it also resembles the mask Eric wore in his battle with T'Challa beginning in Black Panther number 37. Number 9. Stan Lee. Marvel as a studio has been taking a lot of hits recently, and that's very sad. Chadwick Boseman was the most recent, but before that was the loss of the one and only Stan Lee, who was in fact one of the creators of the Black Panther character. And as was tradition before he passed, he had a cameo in the film. Audiences don't have to look for Lee anywhere in the African nation of Wakanda. That might stick out a little too much, even for a Marvel movie. Instead, Lee shows up shortly before the large chase sequence in Busan, South Korea. And less honorable means than usual too, after T'Challa places a bet on a roulette game in progress. It's all for show, of course, and T'Challa has little need for the winnings. It's just a simple Easter egg, and yeah, you probably noticed it, but hey, it's Stan Lee, so we had to mention him. Number 8. Shuri's Vine. One of the many things that Black Panther did right was to make sure T'Challa had a great group of supporting characters, not the least of which is his sister Shuri, who is easily one of the smartest people in the entire Marvel Universe in comics or film. But brilliant an inventor as Shuri may be, she is still just 16 years old in the fiction of the film, and as a result, it really shouldn't come as a surprise that she fits in a hard-to-miss Vine meme. The reference comes when Shuri first takes note of T'Challa's sandals. Getting overt with her distaste for the footwear, she gives her brother a boisterous, "What are those?" It's a question and delivery first given in a Vine of the same name, then directed at a police officer's choice of shoes. Given how many people don't remember Vine or weren't on it during its heyday, it likely just went over your head, but no longer. Number 7. The Gold Necklace. The technology of Wakanda is second to none in terms of what's on Earth, and Shuri proved this in various ways throughout the film, including creating a way for T'Challa to wear a simple necklace and go into costume mode whenever he needed to. It's sleek, it's simple, and it makes enemies think they don't have to worry about anything, and then he'll transform and prove them dead wrong. However, as the inventor that Shuri is, she made multiple versions of the necklace, including a golden one that Killmonger wears later on when he is declared king after beating T'Challa. The gold necklace is a reference to the comics where for a long time, Black Panther had a necklace near exactly like that. Sometimes it's the subtle things that just make it all the more fun. Number 6. Claw's Arm. In terms of memorable Black Panther villains, there are honestly only a few that casual fans know about. One is Killmonger because of their very dark and brutal history, but the other is Ulysses Claw, a black market dealer who is obsessed with getting more and more vibranium to go and sell and get rich from, as well as embarrassing the nation that took so much from him in terms of name and pain. However, to battle Black Panther and his vibranium suit, Claw was eventually outfitted with a robotic arm that had a powerful sonic cannon. Vibranium can be very weak to sound waves at the proper wavelength, so part of Claw's story is going to get him bigger and better with his sound cannon arm to try and finally get the upper hand on Black Panther. Now, in the film, after making an appearance first in Age of Ultron, we finally get to see Claw's sonic arm, and it lives up to the hype perfectly. Sadly, Claw was killed before he could upgrade it again, but at least it was good while it lasted. Number 5. Black Panther vs. Rhino. In an earlier scene of Black Panther, we see Black Panther go towards the outskirts of his kingdom and see the battle rhinos that his friend has trained. The rhinos don't show up again until the movie's big battle, which launched into combat. The decision to use rhinos in warfare may be a bit too fantastic for some viewers, but it gives T'Challa a chance to get even more acrobatic than usual. His efforts to bring down a rhino are a callback to his very first story arc, Panther's Rage, in the pages of Jungle Action Comics. The story set T'Challa up against Eric Killmonger in more than one way that mirrors the big screen adaptation, but his battle with a rhino is a challenge all its own. Naturally, T'Challa wins both times and shows that when it comes to the animal kingdom, he's top cat, and not even a rhino at full charge can bring him down. Number 4. The waterfall scene. As noted, T'Challa and Killmonger have a pretty brutal history in the comics, and one of their biggest scenes in the movie was the waterfall fight where Killmonger stabs T'Challa and casts him over the waterfall. Now, believe it or not, that's a story beat pulled from the same Panther's Rage series by writer Don McGregor. It may feel a bit like an Arrow misdirection when Eric actually beats T'Challa in combat and throws his body over a nearby waterfall, but that is how it happened in the comics too, minus Eric's attack leopard. The movie version of T'Challa survives with the help of friendly tribes and hidden allies, which is more support than the comic version actually gets. But if nothing else, what the scene does capture from the original run-in between Panther and Eric is played perfectly faithful. Number 3. Oakland. Let's talk about the literal opening of Black Panther, when we have everything set up in the 90s in Oakland. Curious fans might look up director Ryan Coogler and assume that this twist on Eric's origins is a nod to his hometown, and they wouldn't be wrong. It also served as the setting of Coogler and Jordan's Fruitvale Station. But the connection of the Black Panther superhero to the city bears a much stronger link, because Oakland is also the birthplace of Black Panther political party founded in 1966, just weeks after the Marvel character. That shared moniker actually led Marvel to temporarily change T'Challa's hero name, but it switched back, and the not-so-subtle political affiliation has continued ever since. Number 2. Flag colors. When the hero trio of T'Challa, Nakia, and Okoye head to a South Korean casino to capture Ulysses Claw, it's a big scene, and a big deal for various reasons. But fans should be paying closer attention to the wardrobe of the characters as they enter the gambling establishment. The subtle detail most will miss is that in an entire scene, no other characters or extras are dressed in red or green, letting Nakia and Okoye stand out, despite their best intentions to blend in. But the far greater Easter egg is the selection of colors. For those who may not know, the Pan-African flag is made up of 3 horizontal lines of red, black, and green. Number 1. Mercy. Continuing on with the South Korea scene, the things heat up when Claw realizes that he's caught and a chase begins, eventually leading to T'Challa getting his hands on Claw and readying to kill him. The bad news is that the world is watching, so T'Challa must stay his hand. But even before he considers killing Claw, T'Challa makes it known that he is the more powerful of the two, answering Claw's mocking plea for mercy by claiming that every breath you take is mercy from me. Now that is a memorable line, but it's not just from the movie. The quote is actually pulled from New Avengers number 22 by Jonathan Hickman and Kev Walker, spoken by T'Challa to Namor before their fight goes to a brand new level. So what do you think? What do you think of these Easter eggs that were scattered throughout the Black Panther movie? Which ones do you know about before watching the video? Which ones surprised you in terms of their context to Marvel and beyond? Do you know of any other Easter eggs that could be in this video? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.